how you know when you're happy? When you show up to work early. And I show up to work an hour early, 30 minutes early. So I was like, I must like what I'm doing. Hi, my name is Alan, and I'm a participant in Goodwill's employment program. You know, I really love the food industry because I love when people are happy with something that I've made. I love people saying, that tastes good. I was working in the kitchen, I was loving life, loving my job, and you know, training to be a manager was great, and you know, everything was falling into place until COVID came. We were closed for a few weeks, and you know, I understood it was okay, and then a few weeks became a few months, so you know, that was a very challenging time in my life. Luckily, I did have some savings, so you know, that lasted me a while, but eventually I did have to find some more work, so you know, I went into, you know, just odd jobs, just asking people what were they doing to make money during these times. And in life, I have to do something that I love doing. It's so important to me. I had to leave the odd jobs because they weren't my passion. They weren't making me smile, they weren't making me happy. This time off really allowed me to go within and figure out, you know, what I really wanted out of life. Yeah, I just came into the office and I went to the front desk and I said, hey, I need help finding a job. And what I liked about Virginia the most is one of the first things we did before even looking for a job was we did this assessment to see what kind of jobs would be best for me, best for my personality, best for my strengths.
I didn't want to find Alan just any job. I wanted to find him something that would match what he has brought to the table. He's got great energy, he's got a great personality, he's intelligent, he's educated, all of those things, and he's driven to do something that suits his personality. He basically walked in the door and he's like, it's December now, and then he said, I'm going to have a job by the end of December. And he was that sort of forward thinking and that approach. It gave me a little bit of concern because, you know, that's a quick turnaround, but also it gave me a matching energy like that, okay, let's go do this. Because at that time, we hadn't seen a whole lot of people walking in with that sort of whatever, gizmo, I don't know what you call it.
Virginia offered so many services to me. One of the main things we first started on was my resume. So she helped me align my resume with, you know, what they were looking for. She offered me tons of different trainings. She offered so many things that I didn't even think about. Shot me hundreds of job offers. I'm like, yeah, I can't work at all these places, Virginia, I'm one person. But Virginia was there for me as much as I was there for myself. I was just amazed at, you know, just the effort she put in finding all those jobs for me. I was just like, you know, wow, you know, of course I was doing my own search because ultimately it's my life. You know, I can't put my life into no one else's hands. It's my responsibility. But, you know, just her matching my energy, I was just so grateful for her. I took one step, she took 1,000. She changed my life. Yeah.
Since the pandemic, we've been able to help thousands of people. Part of this last year, we've seen more people not necessarily being able to work, people who've been furloughed and lost work and lost hours at work. So we pivoted into working with people needing other things. So since COVID, everything is online. Just applying online is one thing, creating a resume online and being able to email it. But the next step now is people in COVID need to do interviews on the computer, so we let them come in and they can use the Zoom platform or whatever platform the interview is operating on so that they can actually sit in for the interview to get the job. One of the most important steps.
Eventually a job opportunity did come up with Jamba, and at the time they were doing virtual interviews, and because I didn't have a computer, I had to figure that out. And luckily enough, Virginia offered, hey, you know, you can do your meeting here. She had all the resources. She had the microphone set, she had the laptop, she had the quiet space, and luckily the interview went great. I got the job, but after, it wasn't over. You know, I just started the job, but hey, I needed to have all the uniform and equipment to work. So one of the requirements was non-slip shoes. I didn't have non-slip shoes at the time. So Virginia helped me out with that. She actually, you know, went to the store with me, make sure I had a, you know, comfortable pair. Of course, with most new jobs, you have to do training. So we had a lot of online modules that we had to do. At the time, I still didn't have a computer, so you know, Virginia also offered me to come to the Goodwill location so I can do my training. Even after I got employed, you know, Goodwill still continues to help me out, you know, with computer resources, and Virginia continues to tell me that she's just a phone call or an email away.
Working with Alan is revelatory. He's done wonders with showing me the way an ideal job participant could be, because he's been so positive about it. And I've really enjoyed that process and was really, surprised and happy and excited that he got the job. And now to see him excelling and being promoted, that's what he deserves.
6 months later, I'm a manager at Jumbo, and I'm just so happy to, just be, working at a place I enjoy. Going back to the food industry, it's just back to my passion. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy being in the kitchen. I enjoy talking to customers. I enjoy making their day with, just my smile. If you're not in a job that, you don't like and you're looking for other opportunities, just know they're out there, man. And one of the best choices I'd suggest is Goodwill, just because they have so many resources and they're connected to so many other organizations and so many other programs. And the sky's the limit, and you just have to be brave enough to take that first step.
Your purchases on ShopGoodwill.com help fund an array of life-changing programs and services for individuals with disabilities and other barriers, including job placement programs, vocational training, educational advancement, financial literacy, self-advocacy, and more.
As always, we thank you for shopping on ShopGoodwill.com. See you next week!